Step 1 to overcommitting to new hobbies. You'll quit by next week. Spend your entire rent payment on Amazon before you even Google if people like the hobby. Go big or stay miserable. That's the motto. Don't read reviews. And especially don't check if your living room has the square footage for a pottery wheel. Square footage is a scam invented by big landlord to keep you from achieving your dreams. Next step, discover the hobby in the first place. People will tell you stuff like find your passion. I recommend TikTok. Watch exactly 2 videos. If you even get a fleeting sense of joy, like a serotonin microdose, congratulations, you are now a one true fan. You must pursue this with religious zeal. Ignore years of not caring about, let's say, skateboarding. Decide that this is now who you are. The entire personality. Old self, deleted. If the hobby uses equipment, refuse to start with beginner tools. Instant failure energy. Absolute amateur hour. When I picked up baking, I dropped 0-0 on a Swedish dough scraper before I'd ever owned flour. Own flour? I don't even like carbs. Don't be realistic, go straight for the artisanal, the limited edition, that special Japanese chef's knife forged by monks and blessed by the spirit of gluten. Absolutely do not talk to existing hobbyists to get advice on what's actually useful. They are gatekeepers, and you are a fast-lane visionary. Go for the 00 DSLR body before looking up what the letters DSLR stand for. Imagine the regret you'll feel later when you realize your phone camera still takes better pictures of your spoon collection. Oh, yes, you collect spoons now. That started yesterday and it's already over. If equipment has colors or options, believe with your entire soul that you are going to need all of them. Buy every shade of oil paint. Buy every size of guitar pick. Even though you have no rhythm and your Amazon cart says people who bought this also bought an instructional DVD for children. You will never play a chord, but damn if you don't own 5 tuners, a wall mount, 10 capos, and a leather strap designed for a man twice your size. Let's talk money you don't have. If you're motivated enough to consider a hobby, you're motivated enough to open a new credit card. You have barely enough credit to buy ramen, but there's no such thing as hobby minimalism, only hobby maximalism. If you don't have at least 3 packages arriving per day, you're not even started. Don't bother with that, try before you buy garbage. Renters never prosper. Convince yourself that you need the fastest shipping, because this is the year you become a DJ/bowling champion/knitter. Absolutely do not organize packages as they arrive. Create a physical representation of all the hope you don't feel inside, in a pile that starts by the door and spreads like depression across your hallway. Never research classes or free ways to try something out. Either you're all in or you're, stable. Who wants that? Buy 3 instructional books, register for an online course you'll never open, and download 15 apps you'll forget exist. Remember, the best way to commit is to exhaust every possible avenue that isn't actual effort. Justify every purchase with empty promises to yourself. This slackline kit will transform my core strength and probably my relationships. Who needs therapy when you have an unassembled slackline for a month until you take it to Goodwill unopened, feeling only mild shame? Announce your new hobby on every platform you own. Big changes coming. Stay tuned for my new chess-themed lifestyle blog. People will ask how it's going, which is a great way to make quitting next week feel like a public breakup. Bonus points if you start an Instagram dedicated to something you did for 5 minutes. Welcome to the micro-influencer pipeline. Burnout at record speeds. After a week, realize having hobbies is emotional labor. Stare at your walls surrounded by unopened supplies and question all your decisions. The yoga mat becomes baggage. The watercolor set is now a coaster. Use your camping gear to camp in your bedroom, because getting sunlight sounds hard. Never admit you're not committed. Instead, rotate between hobbies faster than people outgrow their high school nicknames. By the time your parents ask how's that sushi making kit, you already bought clay and a poster roller. Cherish the cycle. Excitement of unboxing followed by the deep existential disappointment is a hobby in itself. Soon you realize your real hobby is buying stuff for imaginary versions of you who might one day have motivation or purpose. The only thing you're creating is clutter, debt, and creative self-delusion. But hey, it's better than sitting still and facing your own thoughts. Or is it? Anyway, check out my latest review of rowing machines I'll never use and subscribe for next week's episode, How to Turn Abandoned Hobby Equipment into Unconvincing Home Decor.